Hi, it's me. I'm in Alaska. Came here yesterday. I'm in the Whittier, or let's say 2 miles away from Whittier, so I didn't go far. Was extremely tired from the flight and sleeping only 4 hours and paddled right here. It's a beautiful place. Camped for a night right on that cliff over there. Beautiful. It's a glacier right across over there, and there's a little stream flowing from the mountain with fresh water. Yo, look at the salmon. It's a lot of salmon here. This is the beginning of the trip. Today is very good day, except it was raining all morning, and it's now in the after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm hoping I go someplace that I can camp for a couple of nights, because forecast tells me it's gonna be raining hard for next 2 or 3 days. So I might get stuck somewhere. I want to have access to fresh water, because all that is just marine water. Yeah, I need fresh water. It's beautiful here. Oh, and thank God it's not raining now. Because Prince William Sound is the place when it rains a lot. Found this beautiful place here. Check it out. It should be fresh water and a stream coming from the mountain, so that's where I'm gonna stay to avoid all the rain, because it shows, the forecast shows next 2 days rain 100% chance, and I don't want to be paddling around Prince William Sound when it's raining. So I'll see you there. Yeah, porcupine. Look at this. And he's not scared. Then maybe it's her. Trying to find food. Probably. He's not afraid, huh? All right, take care, buddy. Yeah, so I'm cooking rice. I have a pemmican and rice for lunch. Some dry fruits. I have a lot of food on this trip, so I'm very happy about that. Look at this rice. It's like sticky rice, my favorite when I go on camping trips. Sticky rice is good. And it's gonna be ready in about maybe, what is it, 10 more minutes? Yeah, but it's been raining all day. Hopefully it'll stop tomorrow. And I'm fortunate enough with this weather and no wind whatsoever. So moving is very easy, because 2 days before I was paddling against the wind, was moving extremely slow, like even less than 1.5 miles an hour, and here I was able to do like 3 miles an hour, so I'm very happy. And ahead of me in Blackstone Bay is several glaciers. That's where I want to see. And I wouldn't say it's hot today. You see me without the short, but it's not really hot. It's around 62, 63 degrees right now. But when you're paddling, you feel, you okay, you can take it off and feel good. You know, I want to feel wind and sun on my skin because I was wearing clothes for so many days. You know, you go to sleep, you still wear something because obviously it's cold. It's like only 50 degrees at night, so it feels so good taking your shirt off. Yeah, so I'm enjoying it. The cove I was going to camp on actually didn't have higher ground, which is safe from the tide. On that one is perfect. And look at the view around. It's a bunch of glaciers. Look, and a glacier gonna be right above me. But it's been raining for the past 4 hours. I started with the sunshine and shortless weather, and now it's, look at that. And it's cold, it's like 55 degrees. You know, when you wet, and my feet are totally soaked. So, but that's the part of it, that's the part of adventure, you can't avoid it. So I gonna pitch my tent. Beautiful day in Alaska. Sunshine all day long. Just trying to show you the views. It's beautiful. Glacier right behind me, right there. And another one right here. And there's a lot more, quite a few, which I'm gonna go there today to see that up close. Yeah, this is a long beach there. I'm walking around, and I camped on the other side of that beach. Actually, it's very good. I found it yesterday and it was so relieved. It was raining and I just couldn't find anything. It was just cliffs and rocks or just shallow beaches that, you know, the tide gonna swallow. So I'm so happy. I was able to do laundry today and dry all my clothes, and just beautiful day. I still have a lot, 2 more weeks to go. I'm spending 3 weeks in total here in Alaska, and 1 week behind me unfortunately was like 2 days I was just sitting around because it was raining. Not much fun, but it was raining hard. So, you know, if it drizzles a little, you can paddle, but if it rains hard, that's not a good idea. And my canoe, it's from last year incident with the bear, which punctured my canoe with his teeth, and I fixed it. But it's still leaking a little bit. Just like every 3 hours, you have to stop and just get the water out. But it's not a big deal. I can live with that. Yeah, it's beautiful here. Beautiful, beautiful day. Yeah, I'm picking salmon berries and blueberries too. Salmon berries, it's a berry similar to raspberries, and they grow in Alaska, and I ate a whole bunch of them today because fresh berries here, when you like camping like that, live out here in the wild, it's amazing. All right, here they are. Salmon berries. They can be yellow or red. Very fresh. Yeah, you see that? Nice and ripe. I ate a bunch of them today already, and I don't mind eating them again. On a camping trip, when you get fresh berries, any kind of fruits is the best. Because you can run to a grocery store and buy fresh fruits, right? And also they're free. Unless grizzly bear are gonna come out and charge me for that. Alright, here we go. Glaciers up close and personal. Not too close. You don't want to get too close because when calving happens and the massive chunk of ice falls down, it creates a tidal wave. And I don't want to ride my way back to Whittier on it, so we're going to stay like a quarter-mile away from it, but still enjoy the beautiful scenery. And the weather is excellent. Again, this is the second day in a row. Well, actually, I think it's kind of third. Sunshine, they're around 75 degrees. I discovered this little cove here. Actually, it's not a little, it's big. The question is there or isn't there ground high enough to not to get flooded during the high tide? Maybe over there, maybe to the right. Yeah, I can see there's definitely a beach. Definitely. So, and I see the water coming down from the mountain, so it's fresh water as well. It's important. It's actually a bunch of streams going down the hill, and it's, if you hear that, you hear the noise? That's the water rushing down. Actually, it's like a waterfall. Okay, so let's go check that beach. It might be suitable for pitching a tent. This is a perfect place. They have not one stream, two streams of fresh water coming down the hill, and that hill is massive. This is the perfect spot and high enough not to be flooded by high tide. Look at that, and look at the view around. Yeah, so I'm camping right here. So I have absolutely gorgeous camping site here. Got my tent up. I have my solar charger here. And also I have a fire going here. And I cooking something. Cooking something yummy. Check it out. So absolutely beautiful here. Plenty of driftwood. I use for fire, plenty of fresh water, and I'll be celebrating. I don't know what I'll be celebrating, but I'm gonna celebrate something, right? So I'll be celebrating my arrival in the most perfect spot in Alaska. Maybe not in Alaska, but in Prince William Sound for sure, or maybe not. But anyway, I have some wine with me, so it doesn't matter what the celebration is about, but just it's about having a good time. Okay, this morning I decided to go fishing. I went last night unsuccessfully. There was a lot of salmon playing in the water. You can see it. It's in your plain view. But whatever lure I tried every lure I had with me, and it didn't work. They weren't interested in being caught at all. So this morning I'm just walking up to a new place here. It's a little bit away from my camp, like 20 minutes of walking, and yeah, I'm hopeful I'm gonna catch something this morning. I just got a bunch of seagrass, seaweed. Yeah, I want salmon, not the seaweed. Oh yeah, it's a nice one. It's a nice lunch. That's my lunch right there. Oh yeah. Nice salmon. So I'm happy. It didn't take me long to catch that. So yeah, it looks like it's time to go back to my camp and start cooking preparations. Tonight shooting practice in case of a bear, and later I'll tell you a story about a bear that I encountered in the beginning of this trip. Okay. That's it, and empty. Oh no, I have two more. I have two more rounds in my pocket. 1, 2. Let's try to hit it one-handed. Got it. So finally leaving. As I promised, I'll tell you a story about the bear encounter that happened early in the trip when I was not too far away from the Whittier, and it was a one camping spot was like frequently visited by kayakers. As I was there, a nice family stopped for a night. A family of kayakers and husband and wife and son, and they invited me over. They were on one side of the beach and I was on the other side of the beach, and so I'm talking to the guy, and you know, we deep into conversation about, he's from Anchorage, about politics of Alaska, whatnot. And we turned around and I see black bear like 15 yards away from us. And then everybody starts screaming, you know, my gun is in my hand immediately, like a 44 Magnum Ruger Red Hawk, ready for action. And the guy tells me, don't shoot him. I said, no, I'm not gonna shoot him. Just if he charges us, only then I will. So, bear doesn't seem to be very scared of us. He was the black bear, like just average size. So he goes away slowly, and then like 1 hour or so after the encounter, he comes back again. And he comes back, this time he comes back, he's very confident. He's just poking around. He goes straight to the guy's tent and he starts poking around his stuff, and you know, everybody's screaming, yelling, go away bear, all that, you know. And the kid start banging on those pots to make more noise, but bear this time he's not afraid at all. And at one point when he turned his face towards us, he had this kind of annoyed look that I didn't like. And he continues going through these people's stuff, and finally he finds the guy's pepper spray laying around right there by the tent, and thinking maybe it's a canned food or something, he bites and punctures the pepper spray can, and that stuff sprays in his face like crazy. And he jumps and runs away. He didn't come back, you know, he didn't come back at all. So, and the pepper spray was so strong, as I said, I was standing 15 yards away, but I felt it in my throat. And the guy was behind me, he started choking and coughing and sneezing, you know. This stuff is powerful, even if the wind doesn't blow. And it was because it was totally calm, there was no wind, you know. And by the way, it's the best part of it, all this time for the second encounter, I had my cell phone with me in my pants to take picture and all, and I video everything. It's on my cell phone. Yeah. My gun was in my right hand and my cell phone was in my left hand. So how do you like that? All right, new camping site, a new salmon. Yeah, I got another one right here. Honestly, I like it when it's like a whole fish spread out. It comes out better than just filleting it. I got some salmon for dinner, white rice, and I'm boiling water for my tea. It looks very good. Check it out. Yeah, I'm looking so forward to eating it. Yeah, so I'm relocating from Blackstone Bay towards Harriman Fjord. I don't know if I can make it before I have to turn back, but I'll try to go as far as I can. Good morning. It's a rainy morning here. I came ashore last night, pitched my tent. I was so tired I just went straight to bed. I didn't even cook or anything, just like ate some pemmican and I went to bed. And this morning was raining, and then a little break now, so just I'm taking advantage of that, and I'm baking some bread, bannock. Yeah, here we go. 2 at once, because if it's gonna rain all day and tomorrow, which is possible, I won't be able to cook anything, so I gotta make in advance enough bread. So, and a lot of no-see-ums, sandflies here, because it's like a swampy here behind my tent. I got no choice, no other place to camp. Actually, it's not a lot of mosquitoes, just sandflies. Look at that. Yeah, but it's beautiful. I love this kind of weather when it's like overcast here, but the only thing I don't like when it's raining a lot. And hopefully this rain gonna stop. And let's see what happens. Good morning. I just wanted to show you how gorgeous everything is. It's finally stopped raining for last 40 minutes, and it was raining hard, and I still was able to make fire after that and made breakfast. Yeah, so I'm enjoying myself right now because I was in the tent from yesterday, like afternoon, till this morning. You know, it's right now it's 10 a.m. You see my fire? It's still going. Yeah, it was a little hard in the morning to make that fire. Then we'll start drizzling. By find ways to make it work. So I can cook. I can do stuff now. Hope it stays like that. Check it out. Yay! I caught a salmon this morning. I mean this early afternoon. And I'm slowly roasting it over the fire. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. It's like 2 days worth of food for me. So okay, after about 3 hours of roasting it, slowly roasting it over the fire, I got so much fish here. It's deboned, no bones here at all. I did a good job, I think, on it. It's about 1.5 pounds of cooked fish. So from that large salmon, that's how much came out. It's not bad. 1.5 pounds of cooked fish, it's gonna last me a couple of days for sure. So it was successful fishing and cooking. Yeah, check out the view. Those are glaciers on the right and on the left. There's some very high mountains there. I'm going to my next destination, Pirate Cove. Should be water there, fresh water. It's just amazing. Everywhere you look, there are islands. Esther Island right there across. It's an excellent place to go to, but I just don't have time for every island in Prince William Sound. I wish I could have that. Yeah, it's a little creek there. Oh, look at the salmon. Do you see that? Unbelievable. All right, there's a little creek there. That's where I get my water. So yesterday, when I came to Pirate Cove, when was a little waterfall, like a cascade of water, and all the salmon playing there, beautiful place. So I went around the area and I didn't find anything, any flat surface. It's steep beach. You can't put your tent in there. So I had to go further and further until I found this place. On the map, it shows a creek here. I can hear it, but I haven't been there yet. Because it was raining. It was raining now at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It was raining in the morning. It was just calm, and it comes and goes. So meanwhile, when there's like a break in the rain, I'm baking some bannock. Yeah, no way of making it. It's just like I decided to make a large loaf of that. So for like 2 days, I'm gonna cut it in half, and one for today, and then another piece for tomorrow. So yeah, it looks to be about to be ready. So, and oh yeah, it's plenty of heat from that charcoal. So I came here like 11:30 p.m. It was getting dark. It's not completely dark, but like a twilight. It's actually is even more than twilight. It's just getting dark. It's end of July here in Alaska, and I'll be doing some fishing tonight. I'm kind of low on food now. All right, let me get my lunch. Yeah, it's ready. Goddamn rain. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a nice salmon. So I'm not happy about the rain, but I'm happy about the salmon. Because I'm low on food, eat a lot of food this trip because it's very demanding physically, paddling through the currents and headwinds, because like it's not a river, it's the ocean. You don't have a stream carrying you forward, and burning a lot of calories, needing a lot of food. So fortunate enough to have enough salmon here. I can't help it, it looks so pretty. Look at that. Oh yeah. So it's been raining for 2 days, and I was in and out of my tent, and I was actually picking some berries today. I got like about 2 pounds of berries. It took me like an hour and a half to get that. So rain stopped and the bugs came out and so I went out to brush my teeth. So, and what do I see? A black bear right there. And he came out, black bear, and he was just like walking towards me, and then he saw me and he ran to the side immediately, very fast. So I guess that black bear is well behaved, very well behaved. So, but the revolver was in my hand immediately, within split second. I'm grateful I have one. Yeah, well, he went, it was just like 10 minutes ago, so he went that way. So I assume he's somewhere in the woods here. He might be back. Well, it's okay. I'm headed back to Whittier, the place I started from, and I gotta make it in 3 days. That's how long it's gonna take. And This trip is amazing. The views are just beautiful everywhere you look. Glaciers, the rocky cliffs, and salmon playing in the stream. The only downside is the boat traffic. You see them once in a while. Yeah, next year I'm planning to go, maybe do something different in Alaska. Maybe like go on a hunt. I was thinking about that. Something big. Or maybe just go and live in a cabin somewhere. I gotta rent a cabin and just, you know, be a little more comfortable when it's raining. And this canoe is super slow. It's not designed for the like ocean or bay. I was supposed to take a new kayak here to Alaska, and Bluefin, I think that's the name. It's kind of you take it apart and you put it back together. It's like a rigid, made of plastic, and you can take it, check it in the with the airline, you know, and fly here to Alaska. So I did some testing back in Florida with this, and because that was originally was supposed to go in kayak, so I would move faster, would go further, but I loaded all my gear, what I had, what I usually take on my trips, and I went to Florida Fish Eating Creek in Central Florida. So to make long story short, it was not loaded to beyond capacity of that kayak, but it was just, let's say, it was a lot of stuff. Whatever I have here, it was there. But it's very tippy when it's loaded like that. And right in the middle of Fish Eating Creek with all the alligators and whatnot, and I just capsized right there, because once it tips a little bit too much, it just like the cockpit, it just that much away from the water. So once you tip a little, water gets inside and you're done. So I was right in the middle of that creek, capsized, and fortunately it was just like about the chest deep, and it was funny for the gators who were looking at me, but it wasn't funny for me. I got out there fast. But I take it here, I would never come back from Alaska. So I had to take this canoe. It's super slow. I actually doing like 1.5 miles an hour, or even slower on average. So there are big kayaks, you know, the ocean kayaks, they're amazing. They just like fast, super fast. I wish I had one of those. Trip to Alaska is officially complete without swimming. Very warm and inviting. Just my word.
now it's officially complete.
Okay, I'm back to Whittier after 3 weeks. Prince William Sound is behind me, and Whittier is right here. And the cruise ship is right there. Look at that, beautiful. So it was a fun trip. I came back just in time. All went well. Ate a lot of salmon, ate a lot of berries. I'm happy with my trip, and I'll see you soon.